everybody, Panda here to bring you Magi the Labyrinth, the Magic episode 20, and again, I'm joined by...
Moi, BDT87.
It's good to have you back, and especially for this episode as well, because I've got a lot to say about it, but I want to hear from your ends first, because this episode.
Yes, well, until you explained your reasons just a while ago, I really enjoyed this episode. It was getting somewhere. You know, we're on the cruise. Literally, we're on the cruise. Going to another dungeon. I thought the pacing was awesome. The music as well was great. I just everything between. You said like episode 19 before I watched that. It was really funny. I didn't really think much of episode 9. And this episode 20 was like a big step then, shall we say. And I don't know, just something made me can't wait now for this following arc then to get a kickstart, because we're only 3 episodes in, I believe, in this current arc, and now we're getting somewhere, obviously, heading to the dungeon and all. So when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. And then, obviously, with your thoughts, I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, please tell us your thoughts.
Well, like I just said, I wanted to flip a fucking table after seeing this episode. It was like... That's the thing, I agree with you. The episode itself, like, if you look at the episode itself, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, animation-wise, music-wise, it had a lot of action. The problem is, they just combined 2 arcs together. And we were, like, at the start of this, we were... Like, Alibaba's arm was, like, freaking, like, having that black stuff coming out of it. That wasn't even supposed to happen. I mean, I think it all was really canon up to, like, 9 minutes. And then when he started, like, realizing he had a curse placed on him, and the, I forget the guy with the guy with the beard called. He wasn't supposed to turn up yet, and Sinbad slashed him, and causing, like, all his blood to go all over his face, causing Sinbad to be cursed as well. That was probably like 4 or 5 volumes later. That was absolutely like ridiculous. Like, and then even as well at the end, I mean, the whole stuff in the boat was like canon. Like that was all there. I was happy about that. But they were supposed to show us, like, if you remember the 2 princes from the Balbad Act, they were supposed to be here as well. Like you were supposed to learn, they've learned from their mistakes. They've learned to work on side by side with these people. And, like, you know, stop being dicks about it. But, no, like, I don't know. It's like, the episode in general was, like, fine. It was just that middle portion that really made me angry. Because, like, that's the thing. This is where I really started loving Magi. Was that the Zangan and the After Zangan arc, which is what they, I think it's what's technically called on the wiki. But I don't know. I just wanted to flip a fucking table. That's how annoyed I was with that part. But
obviously, you've read the manga. You're well ahead of the manga, and you were saying to me that everything more or less is exactly like a manga, except for this episode, which has changed a lot. And do you think it's actually doing or pulling, shall we say, a Anno Exorcist, Blue Exorcist, as you say, even though you said they don't need to do it, you know?
That's the thing. I can see why they're gonna do it, but like, I don't understand why they're just missing content out there. Because a lot of the time with a series, you want to keep it going on as long as possible. So unless they had like a set date, saying like, oh, you can only have these amount of episodes. So I don't know if they're doing that. It can go into filler. That's the thing. Like, I mean, this honestly, if they like paced this a lot better, and they didn't have like these sort of like we'll add two arcs at one time sort of situation, then you know it could be ongoing. It could like be really good. I mean, I understand as well. Like the episode 19 wasn't a lot of like people's like not a lot of people enjoyed that. That was just a pure comedy episode. It was needed, but I can understand, like, because I think it's like what they want to do is just fight. They want to have action and just in every episode, so maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah, episode 19 was more or less training again, to be honest, and slight in this episode, but obviously it was a lot of talking in the previous episode, but this episode it got him moving again, and like I said, I thought it was great until you told me how many major difference it is between the manga and how much they've missed out on the content.
Yeah, like they're gonna come back to this arc. I mean, obviously, because at the ending we do see something that happens in the arc that we're supposed to see, and like as well, like I mean, that's the thing, they've done really well so far with like doing this arc. I mean, Balbad was absolutely perfect up to the point where Alibaba got bitten. That was the only bit that wasn't there because that wasn't even supposed to happen yet, but. Apart from that, the episode itself was fine apart from that bit. It might just because, I mean, honestly, if I didn't read the manga, I would have said this episode would have been fine.
Yeah, same as my viewing point. Do you hope that it's going to go back to exactly like a manga in the next episode, or do you think now, because it's changed, it's going to keep changing?
I think they are just going to keep changing it. I mean... I think they're going to keep true to the Zangan arc because it wasn't that very long, so I think they're going to do it in 2 episodes. So I imagine that it is just, they are going to do their own thing. Maybe, like, it's so they can, like, get their own sort of ending. I mean, they could end it on one certain point in the manga. There was, like, a perfect point. It's, after moving out of Sindria. That's, like, the perfect time for it to end, but I honestly don't know anymore. If they're going to go all the way up to the current where the manga is, then that's going to be crazy. But overall, I said it was an okay episode, apart from that issue. But I sort of agree with you on the whole pulling a blue exorcist. They could do that. Like, oh man, I think I need a drink after all this. Like, oh, but is there anything else you want to say about this episode?
Well, after hearing what they've done, I might actually start reading the manga now. But I hope the series is not going to finish up soon, like what happened to Blue Exorcist, because they have enough content to use, but if they're rushing it, well, it's going to be over or up to a filler in no time at all, which I don't want.
No, because like if we're combining these 2 arcs, then we've technically only got 2 arcs left, if I'm not including the ongoing one, which is pretty long at the minute. But yeah, I think that should conclude the episode. So if you'd like to just say your channel just before we go.
Yeah, my username is BDT87 and on Twitter. So thanks for me to join you again for another episode review.
I would love to like do these again. Like I really do enjoy hearing like. Someone who has like only anime, like who's only seen the anime so far, the manga, because you get really a lot of different opinions, and like I really do enjoy this. So thank you again for joining me.
No problem at all.
Yeah, and that's me, Thanded. So thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If you are a manga fan, are you like me? Do you want to flip tables, or are you okay with this? But that's all from me, everybody, and BDT87. So thank you very much for watching. Savagezweipanda, sayonara, and I'll see you next time, people.
Au revoir.